All right, I am here, and if TikTok is going out of business, then follow me on YouTube because that's where I will be still. And I still have my Instagram, which I do just kind of messily have some stuff in there, but I have a bunch of reels in there, which is not organized. So YouTube is where it's at. That's where I will be. So hopefully they don't get rid of us on TikTok because I love TikTok. But going to the equations, if this is the case, we are looking at substitution method. We are going to be looking at how to substitute equation by using one variable and substituting it into the other equation so that we can replace it, solve for one variable, and then find out what it is, then solve for the other one. So let's take a look. If x is equal to 3y minus 1, I'm going to take the other equation, and where you see x in the other equation, we're going to replace it with this 3y minus 1. So I'm going to place it right over here where x is. And so now x is no longer going to be there because you're going to have 3y minus 1 and then plus the rest of this equation, 2y equals 9. Now we're going to combine our like terms. We do have 2y and 3y, which is a total of 5y's, minus 1 equals 9. Now, if I want to get the y by itself, I'm going to start by adding 1 on both sides. Leaves me with 5y is equal to 10. These are gone. And then our last step is to divide both sides by 5 to get that y by itself. And y would be equal to 10 divided by 5, which is 2. So that is my first equation and what I got for y. Now that I know y is 2, I can go up to any of the two original equations here and plug in 2 and replace it for y and solve for the x coordinate. So we'll use the first equation because it's a little bit easier. I have x already by itself, which is what I'm trying to figure out. And we're going to do 3 times our y, which we now know is 2, according to what we did. And then we have minus 1. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to solve out. We see 3 times 2 is 6. And 6 minus 1, which is 5. So our x value should be 5. So when I go back and double check, I want to make sure that both of those numbers do work in both of my equations. So obviously we just did this first one. So when I say 3 times my y, which is 2, minus 1, 3 times 2 is 6 minus 1. My x value should be 5, which we said it is. And when I plug it in here, x being 5, plus 2 times my y, which is 2. So 2 times 2 is 4, plus what we just said x is, which is 5. 4 plus 5 is equal to 9, which is also true. Since they are both true, I know I've done this correctly, and my answer set would then be 5, comma 2. Again, it's in coordinate form, x followed by y in a set of parentheses. That's my answer. And again, if you want more questions like this, you can find them on my YouTube channel, You Want Algebra. I have just created a new category called Systems of Equations Substitution Method, and you can find all of the substitution method videos in that one spot.